Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing my August perfume tray update. So this is going to be a perfume diaries video. In these videos, I share the perfumes that I'm using for the month, the ones that I'm loving, if I have any declutters, just updating you guys on the fragrances that I have been wearing. So I have them all here in this little tray, and I'm also going to be sharing some body mist that I have been layering with certain perfumes. So I will share all of that in today's video. So if you are interested in my perfume tray update for August and the fragrances that I have been wearing, just keep on watching. Alright guys, so this is my second time filming these videos. I filmed all day yesterday. I'm talking about from the minute that I dropped my girls off at school until it was time to go get them, I was filming. And when I come back to look at the footage, there was no sound. I was beyond pissed. So today I have to be a little bit quicker because I do have an appointment for one of my daughters. So I have to get this done. So I'm already ready to leave the house. I just need to film these videos because I really wanted to share these updates with you guys. I was so excited. This was supposed to go up on Friday, which is today. So my schedule got a little messed up, but I'm going to start with the latest fragrance mist that was sent over to me from Phlur, and this is Mrs. Smith. So this, as you can see, has been getting a lot of love, has a nice dent going on. So the notes for this fragrance mist are Granny Smith apple, pear and watermelon at the top, apple blossom, violet and pink lady apple at the heart, and pink praline musk nectar in the base. So I did not have this in my tray. That is why I added some apple fragrances to the tray, because I knew I wanted to do layering combos with this fragrance mist. So this fragrance mist right here has been such a love. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I really love apple, and I love the shampoo-y vibe that it gives perfumes, that fresh and crisp and clean scent that it gives. It's also perfect for hot weather, which I am living in right now. Really hot weather. So this has been working for me so good. This smells like a green Jolly Rancher. That is the first thing that I thought of. It has like this beautiful base to it where it feels a little bit more grown than if you were to get like an apple body mist from Bath and Body Works, for example. So I layered 3 different perfumes with Mrs. Smith. I started off first with kind of like the obvious one in my collection, which is Eden Juicy Apple from Kayali. So I started off with this one. As you can see, our dent is pretty big. We're gonna finish this one off by the end of this year. This is gonna be done. This is one of my all-time favorite, kind of like fruity floral. When I first got it, the only thing that I got from this was a very crisp, juicy red apple. That is the main thing that I would think of. But as time went on, because I have had this bottle maybe for like 3 years or maybe more, I have started to get more of the berries in the opening. I get way more musk in the dry down, so it's a super musky scent, but with a very feminine, crisp, juicy scent to it. It's not too strong, it's not too screechy or too floral. It is perfect. So this is one of my all-time favorites from Kayali, and I layered it with Mrs. Smith, and of course they work together perfectly. They're very similar. They complement each other so good. So I started wearing this one. I think I wore this one maybe for like 3 days, and I wore it just throughout the day for bedtime. It's just a fragrance that you can pick up anytime. The longevity here for me has not been the best, because a lot of fragrances like this in this dry heat, they just kind of disappear. So the longevity hasn't been the best, and I have always struggled with longevity, so now I struggle even more with longevity. That's why I'm going through perfumes quicker here, I feel like. So yeah, the longevity is not out of this world, but the scent is so good. It's such an easy reach and it's perfect for hot weather. And then I was like, I wonder how Mrs. Smith would smell layered with ELLIS Brooklyn Apple Love. And when I sprayed this combo, I fell in love. Eden Juicy Apple matched so perfectly with this, but when I did the Apple Love, this one added something to it that made me love it even more. So ELLIS Brooklyn Apple Love has similar notes to Kayali Eden, but this one has vanilla in the base. It has a way more sugary feel to it. It's a sweeter scent. The apple is not as crisp. It's more of a smooth, almost creamy dry down. It's so beautiful. I love this perfume so much. And it's also musky in the best way. It's kind of like you are so clean. You took a shower, like a everything shower. You just smell amazing. And that kind of that lingering scent when you get out of the shower, that's kind of what you get with this perfume. And these two together were a match made in heaven. I am so obsessed with these two. I love them. And I actually started wearing this one even more. And like I said, this one is an apple fragrance, but it's not super tart in my opinion. It leans more towards the sweet side. It has sweet notes in it. I've always been able to pick up that vanilla, but lately I can pick it up even more, and the longevity is much better than when I first got this perfume. By the way, I don't have any declutters for this video, so that's a great thing. I am gonna have some declutters soon. Again, I just did a declutter video, but I bought a lot of travel sizes and a lot of fragrances lately, and I had so many fails, so I am going to be selling a few things. So anyways, let's move on. I decided to try one more perfume with my Mrs. Smith, and I wanted to add like a different scent, not anything that had to do with apple. So I did end up going with another Ellis Brooklyn fragrance, and this one is more of a unisex fragrance. It's one that I use for just everyday hot weather when I want to feel clean, when I want one of those clean fragrances. I would reach for this one, and this one is Ellis Brooklyn Myth. So I did use this one the other day paired with Mrs. Smith as well, and this might be competing with the Apple Love combo. These two combos for me were just so good, but this one gives it like, I would say almost like a sexy edge to it, because you have this crisp apple, it's juicy, it's candy like, it's fun, it's great for every day for hot weather, and then you add this which has a little bit of like a unisex, kind of like if you hugged your boyfriend and a little bit of his cologne stayed on, and you have like your shower, it's like a soapy scent but not too soapy. This fragrance is just really unique. It's fresh, it's almost aquatic, and mixing it with this right here, this combo lasted all day long, because Myth on me is super long lasting. I know some people have problems with longevity with Myth, and for me it's the opposite. Myth sticks on me and it will not come off of my clothes. I will smell it until the end of the day. So this one was the most longest lasting with Mrs. Smith, and they complemented each other in a very unique different way, but like addictive, because I am ready to do that combo all over again. So that's it for the ones that I layered with Mrs. Smith. I then decided to reach for a more like floral, girly, flirty type of combo, and I went in with Phlur's Peach Skin. So I love this one too. This one has notes of peach bellini, bergamot, peach skin, white freesia, vanilla orchid, jasmine nectar, milky sandalwood, sheer amber, coconut, and caramel. So this is a very beautiful fragrance mist. It is a little peachy, but it's not too much. I love the way this peach is done. It's not in your face like peach rings or anything like that. It's more of like a sexy peach with more of like a summer vibe to it. And then that base of the coconut and the caramel goes perfectly with my Viva La Juicy from Juicy Couture, which is kind of the same type of scent. It has your little bit of florals, it has some fruits, and then the dry down has some more gourmand yummy notes that makes the fragrance just so perfect. So these two together smelled really nice. So Viva La Juicy even has gardenia, which I am not a gardenia type of girl. That's one of the notes that I cannot stand, but in here I love it, and I actually can smell the gardenia, but it's paired with these beautiful juicy berries, and I believe there's even caramel in here. And the way that Juicy Couture does their scents, they just smells so good. So mixing it with peach skin was beautiful. I love this combo too. It's hard to choose which one is my favorite combo, because this one was also a great one. I also gave my Boy Smells Cocoa Cream another try. I've been letting this sit. I'm trying to see if I can fix the longevity issue, and maybe it just needed to sit for a little bit, but I just do not smell this on me. And it's so sad, because if I had to make a fragrance myself, I think this would be something that I would consider perfect. Like, I love the scent of it. This reminds me of the Seven Virtues Coconut Sun, but without the jasmine, which I never really have a problem with the jasmine in Coconut Sun unless it sits for a long time. My previous bottle sat for a while and the jasmine really started to come through. So this one doesn't have that. So this is just like this creamy, like tonic coconut, and it's sweet and it's sugary, and it's like if you're on a little fluffy cloud. It is so perfect. But the minute I spray it on myself, myself, I forget that I have fragrance on. I can't smell it. And maybe it's here where I'm living, which sucks. Maybe I can leave this tiny little bit for when it cools off just to see if the fragrance sticks on me, but it would have been perfect just for like summer in bedtime or even for every day, because even though it was a little like tonic and creamy, it's still sheer enough where it doesn't feel thick or goopy on you. It's the perfect coconut perfume, and I can't smell it on myself, which is probably one of the biggest letdowns for me in a perfume. So still kind of feel the same about that one, but I will keep you guys updated. I'm gonna save this little bit and see what happens. Next up, I did reach for my Rosie by Rosie Jane a lot as well. This one's a little 0.5 ounce bottle, but I know I'm probably gonna finish this off as well before the year is over. This is like a perfect second skin type of scent, but it does have a more feminine rosy vibe to it. So there is just this beautiful, it's like, imagine a garden, but there's this sheer like musk over it, so it's not sharp, it's not too much, it is perfection. I wear this to my appointments for my braces. I love reaching for this one when I know that I'm gonna have someone like really close to me, because it smells really good, but it's not a scent that will give like anyone a headache or bother someone. It's a very soft scent, but you can notice it, you smell it. So I really like this one, and I actually layered it with this ELLIS Brooklyn Blonde Musk. I'm gonna talk about this in a haul that I'm gonna film after this. I think you could get these only on TikTok shop, so check it out, but this is heavenly. And it kind of gives me the same vibe as by Rosie Jane. They don't smell the same, but they kind of have that same vibe of having a little bit of florals in there, but it being like more sheer and cloud-like and musky, very soft and pleasant. I felt so bad the other day. I went to go pick up my girls from school and I had been filming, so I tried on so many fragrances. I had on a bunch of different scents, but I did start off with this as my base because I was talking about it, I was filming, and I used it, so I know that I had a lot of this on me, but then I had sprayed other fragrances too. So I get off of the car, and I kid you not even 2 seconds after I start walking, this mom is like, "You smell so good, what are you wearing?" And I just turned around and I was just like, crap, like she's gonna think that I'm one of these girls who gatekeep and I don't want to tell her. But I honestly had no idea. I just looked at her and I was like, I just tried so many perfumes, so I'm not sure which one it is. I gave her a couple names, but I was like, I don't know which one it is. But I know that day I had sprayed Mrs. Smith on one arm. I had put this all over my body. I mean, I had like a whole Sephora perfume department on me that day. But yeah, I just felt so bad. But this is so good, so I'm gonna talk about this in another video. Keep a lookout for that. Next up, for things that I wore, this is the last one. I was kind of like rushing one morning. I didn't really know what I wanted, so I was just like, oh, I haven't used this one in a minute, and I've kind of been craving like a little bit of Gourmand, but where I'm living, it kind of makes it impossible because it's so hot that I'm pretty sure everything is going to smell like rotten milk on me. So I've been like, okay, I need to wait on those types of perfumes. But in the meantime, I figured that I can try and use Commodities Gold, and it gave me exactly what I have been craving. I wasn't even like a super big fan of this one. I had it in my collection. I liked it, but here I am in love with this. This smells like a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of muskiness. It's a little bit of everything that I've been craving, but sheer and not too gourmand and thick or loud. I already wore this during the day and I went to go pick up my girls from school. I have to wait for them outside, and this smelled divine. So I did layer it with a fragrance that I don't think has anything to do with this, but the mix together was beautiful. So I layered it with Phlur's Beach Skin. So these two together, so good as well. Beach Skin to me is like if you took Replica's Beach Walk, which has a little bit of like a cologne vibe to it. It's a very sexy beach walk type of scent. And then if you took Way St. Bart's Body Mist and you had mix those two together, they had a baby, I feel like this is what you would get. So this one has a little bit of the fruitiness that I get from St. Bart's. I got rid of that one because it was just too much for me here for some reason. But then that little bit of unisex vibes from Replica's Beach Walk, this is so perfect. It just makes me feel like I just got out of the beach. I'm going to my car and I'm gonna wash the sand off my feet. It's just very beachy. So I don't know what this mix did, but I loved it so much. I guess it kind of gave me like the best of both worlds. Like I'm giving you a little bit of summer with a little bit of sweet gourmand and making the most yummiest freaking scent combo. If you have these two, try them out and let me know if it works for you. It's a little creamy, it's beachy, it's smooth, there's a little sweetness, a little salt. There's just a little bit of everything with this combo and I am living for it. So that brings me to the end of my perfume tray update for August. I will have one more before the month is over with the rest of the fragrances in my tray at the moment. So with that said, that's going to be it from me today. Comment down below which combo you love the best, because it kind of turned into a layering combo video. Which combo you like the best, or which one you would like to try, which fragrances on this video are your favorite or the ones that don't work for you. Let us know. I want to hear you guys and can't wait to talk to you guys. So with that said, give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next one.